We're back, bitches.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Busy Brain Podcast. I'm your host, Reese, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. I'm actually so excited for this episode for you guys to see because not only have I been wearing Northern Bronco for 2 years now, it feels like. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an intro to our guest today because I'm honestly terrible at introing episodes when the guest is here. I really want you guys to see and fully understand, the depth of what this girl's mind carries. I know that kind of sounds wordy, but she is genuinely, Alexa is someone who represents strength, compassion, empathy, hard work. Literally there is so much. She is a symbol for all women and truly just empowers us every single day through her brand, through her content, and everything that she represents. I don't want to give too much about her because I really want her to open up and you guys see for yourselves, but Alexa is the founder of Northern Bronco, which if you guys don't know, you might be living under a rock here in Ontario, but she is incredible. It is this country style clothing brand, from hats to shirts to she's launching a whole bunch of stuff, and she really has made such a mark on so many people, and her brand is becoming so well known now. So it's just so cool to see the story behind not only the brand but the person who runs the brand and really share her story and what she represents and what she wants to get across. So I'm really excited for today's episode. Alexa is truly incredible and has built everything from the ground up. Her story is inspirational and there's so much you can learn from her. So I'm so excited for you guys to meet her, and let's get right on into this episode.
Why do I feel like we're making history?
We tend to pick a target. There's a lot of the county police involved.
We're back, bitches.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Busy Brain Podcast. My name is Reese, and today we have a special guest, Alexa. Welcome.
So nice to be in Ottawa.
How often are you here? I feel like
never anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Why were you here in the first place?
Well, I lived in the Valley and then I played soccer here. That's where I'm from, yeah.
So you're from here originally. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, because my mom was posted first in French River with the OPP, and then she went Renfrew. So I was born in Renfrew.
Okay, so your mom's a cop.
Yeah.
And then, did you, so what, you went to Kingston because of university?
Yeah, and then my mom had moved to Muskoka 4 years ago. So then I moved with her kind of when I was done school. Got a summer job. And
look at that. Well, what was it like growing up here?
Oh, dude, sick.
Yeah?
Yeah. My high school had 300 people. I don't know if that's like that here.
I think I had,
you probably had your school is huge, because I played soccer in the field there. It's huge.
Yeah. No, our school was massive.
No, but we had, a sick outdoors program, and, we lived on a lake, your neighbors. I don't know. I'm just I'm proud of the way I grew up. I wouldn't have wanted to live in the city.
Okay.
But you do miss a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Then when you do get one, you're so grateful for it, so.
And, what opportunities do you mean?
I think, it comes to sports or, education, we only had one high school that we could go to. There's not competitive sports teams. There's not club sports. So you have to drive into the city, and only if your parents can afford it or if they have the ability to do it for you,
So did you play sports just in school, or did you do organized sports?
No, I played for West Ottawa for I don't know, 5 years, maybe longer. I don't even remember, but that was a big commitment for my mom too.
Yeah, that's probably hard.
Work and stuff, but.
Oh, so it was just too time consuming. And everything.
I quit when I was 18. Everyone wants to go have fun, and I miss everything at high school. I didn't get to go to not that I needed to go to parties, but I felt like I was missing that aspect of hanging out with my friends. And then I also got into pageants and stuff. That's not something I talk about a lot, but that's kind of I did a transition, just try different things. But I'm sad that I quit because it was you miss your team. You miss playing hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just you miss the camaraderie of it all, right?
Exactly.
You miss having that
outlet.
Yeah, and it's also routine.
Yeah.
You're constantly it's a non-negotiable too. You have to work out because you have to play.
Yeah.
You have to eat because you have to play.
There
are these things that fall into place because you're doing the sport.
Yeah, I was the most fit that too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that's maybe one of the things I miss about it, but
yeah, you just have to look at it and appreciate the memories in the chapter in your life. It's okay.
That's okay. I'm taken aback at the fact that's such a big transition from going from being in pageants to like creating a literal company, like country vibe?
Yeah, well, honestly, the pageants were like fundraisers for childhood cancer. I had 2 friends growing up that both had cancer when they were in like grade 6. So it was kind of just like touched our community. So they were fundraisers, but then I ended up going to like Miss Teen Canada, and it was like okay, but like not something that was super into, especially at the time. But also, I'm not even into like fashion. So to even think that I started a clothing brand was like crazy. Like if you'd have told me that a few years ago, I wouldn't have believed it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. My sister's always been super stylish, and I kind of just like took her hand-me-downs and went to school. Like I never cared.
You were like the tomboy.
So tomboy.
And so, okay, then what do you think made you kind of like look into fashion?
Honestly, so it's like crazy kind of story, but in university, I was like having this crazy like PTSD and stuff from what I went through with my dad, but I wasn't really aware of what it was. I thought it was really bad anxiety. That's what I was told, or like I was just super dramatic. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm never going to be like, my mom's a homicide detective. I've seen her do, she's a crazy career. I'm never going to be able to do that. I'm never going to be able to be a doctor or a nurse or a paramedic. But I'm like, I feel so destined to like help people, but how am I going to make a difference if I can't do this? And I felt like I was so stuck in that category of like, well, if you're not this, or this, then you're not helping people. So then I was like, how do I make a difference? How do I, like, what am I good at? And how can I kind of, because I didn't feel like, I know you've kind of opened about your mental health and stuff, like, you didn't feel safe in yourself.
Yeah.
So how can you do that for other people?
Yeah.
So then I was like, I want to do something that's inspiring. So I kind of thought about a brand. And then in my 4th year of university, my grandpa got really sick, who actually lived in Ottawa. Actually around the corner from here. And I came here not knowing I was going to be here for a month. So I had like no clothes. So I started wearing all his clothes. So that's kind of how it turned into like, the first hat I launched was a grandpa's hat. And it was like old style, targeted at men, but like it's sick when girls wear it. And then that's how the whole thing started. That's why all the clothes look like more towards like what a guy would pick than a girl.
Okay, that's such a neat concept.
Yeah.
And like all of that like to tie together for like the family dynamic is so And so when you made the brand in itself, like what exactly pushed you to do that in the first place? Like what was your kind of like, why did you want to make change?
Well, honestly, I didn't even think I realized how much it was helping me personally. And then the more of like a platform I got, and the more I kind of started talking about my resilience, I was like, wait, I think I can tell my story. And that kind of happened this spring. And I was worried because family members or people back home, and we're from a small town, it's also like everyone's going to have an opinion, everyone's going to judge you. If I put this out now, everybody's going to know. Yeah. My teachers, their friends, my family. And I got like the most love I can't even believe from family that I didn't even think, I thought would unfriend me when they saw it. And they sent me messages, and like old teachers, coaches, everything. And I don't know, I'm kind of just at the point where it's like I've tirelessly, with this relationship with my father, tried my best to be the best that I can. And I don't need, if you want to believe whatever you believe, like I'm not going to tirelessly tell my story.
Like I'm not here to defend myself.
Exactly. Like, you can figure out that person for who they are, and that's fine. I don't need to project something like that for you to figure it out. Like, I'm just so focused on myself. But all this has come from this brand, and going through school especially, I remember I had my first panic attack, I didn't know what it was, in grade 3. And I, like, still will never forget it. And, like, I don't know when you had your first one, but, like, as a kid, like, I never forgot. And the floor went blurry, and I wanted to run outside because my brain, like, my body was telling me to go outside to be safe. Like, it was trying to look for safety, and I didn't understand that. And my teachers were mad at me because they're like, you don't act out. You're in the top of your class. Like, what are you doing running away? This is picture day. Why are you crying? Blah, blah, blah. But all I need to know is I needed to go outside. You can't do that in public school. Like, run out of the classroom? Heck no. And I would have guidance counselor appointments, and the teacher's like, oh, how's your dad doing? Like, what do you guys do for fun? Like, how's your dad? Because it's such a small community where it's like, she didn't know what was going on. There was no signs when I was walking through the halls being like, you know, if this is happening to you, let's talk about it, or this is not okay. So I was just going through the motions of trying to be the biggest people pleaser because that's what I was doing at home, and I'm coming to school not knowing that it was wrong.
Yeah.
So that's just one thing. There's like a major hole, and if I didn't have such an incredible motherly figure and like played sports like you said and had that outlet, I think I could have went down a terrible path. But I really, really pushed for myself and just was surrounded by such empowering women that it made me want to strive for bigger things. So I'm trying to really fill that gap and try to figure out how I can get in with the education systems, especially in Canada, and try to just raise awareness for family violence and just have the conversation more talked about, because it's totally not.
No.
And people are just embarrassed, but it's like, I know what I'm going through now. I want to figure out how I can mitigate that for people so that they don't experience now the after effects of what happens when you go through that.
Yeah, and so for people who don't know, like, and why, like, the story behind your brand and the and raising awareness for the violence and domestic violence and what you went through and what you had to see, what's kind of that kicker? Like, were your parents together? Did you grow up with your mom and dad in the same house? Like, going back and forth? How was that?
Yeah, no, I can talk about that for sure. So they got a divorce, I think, in like grade 2. There was like police involved. There was other things, like he wasn't allowed in the county. There was just times like, you know, my mom was probably the most afraid she ever was. But typically when you have somebody who is an abuser, whatever it is, they tend to pick a target. And I think because I was the youngest child and I was so loud, like my sister's so reserved, I speak out, I'm nuts, I was a wild child.
You were both just like,
yeah. I think he hated that, and I think he also knew, which is kind of a sad thing to hear, but I think he knew that if he hurt me more than my mom, like physically, I think it would hurt my mom more. So I think there was a lot of things going into it, but like honestly, and I'm not saying this like, I don't want this to be a sad thing to also hear, but I'm happy that it was me and not my mom or my sister, because I feel so strong in my brain now to go through it and also be able to, like, I found the meaning of life. I don't have any regrets of what happened. It's made me who I am. It's made me build this brand, and it's also just like made me want to celebrate the small things in life, and I don't care about any of the, like, I don't know, the material stuff and all that, and I'm just content where I am. So I'm just happy that it was me and not them, and yeah, I don't know.
And it happening to you, right? Like, you're able to spread that message.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's so, honestly, and kudos to you, credit to you for thinking, like, everything happens for a reason, because obviously we all try to tell ourselves that.
It's so hard to tell yourself that.
And, like, you can tell yourself that one thing, and then the next thing, it's like, fuck, like, does it really all happen for a reason? Like, this shouldn't have happened. Why does this happen? Like, I didn't deserve this, or they didn't deserve this. But, like, at the end of the day, you look at it, it's like, I wouldn't put this pain on anybody else, whether I hated them or loved them. And to take what you did and all that you want out of it is to just spread a message and to spread this, like, awareness is honestly, it's huge and it's very admirable.
Thanks.
And I think a big part of why people probably follow your brand without even knowing.
That.
And when you don't know even the story behind it, or like how you go through what you go through, because, like, for me at least, when I saw your brand originally, I had no idea that there was that big of a story behind it. I just loved the concept. I loved the clothes. I loved the marketing. I loved all of it. And then when I ended up reading about it, I was shocked. Because your brand is so empowering, and that is like something that I think is so cool and not done enough, is that, like, decipher between I can be vulnerable and still be powerful at the exact same time. And I think you, like, you show that and showcase that a lot, and I think within even your brand, like, your story is showing that.
That's so sweet.
No, it's the truth, and I think that a lot of people do
I think that's
genuinely
what I'm definitely
see
trying
that.
to do. Yeah, it's like sometimes I'll post something that people might be shocking to read, but then I'm also, you know, dancing with my friends and just messing around. So I try to keep the balance, but I think you made a really good point earlier about, like, why is this happening to me? And I think that that's another big thing about my brand, is that for so many years, and I think anybody who experiences any sort of mental health, whether it's like it's anxiety or it's depression or you have PTSD or I don't know, I'm trying to think of another example.
Any of it.
But for so long, like you're like, why isn't anyone coming to save me? Oh, someone's gonna come save me. I just have to experience this for another year or whatever it is. And as a child too, when I started to recognize, like at 12 years old, and I know at 12 years old I know that I was more mature than my father. I know that.
Yeah.
I knew that. That's when I realized there was a wrong and a right, and I knew that I was right. And I think I really at like 21 I was like, okay, if I don't make a change, I'm gonna live like this forever.
Yeah.
And I was away from him, and that's when all the PTSD effects really start to hit, because your brain actually has the time to process it.
Yeah, because you're not in fight or flight anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're able to actually sit back.
Yeah, and it took actually like probably 5 professionals to actually realize that I had PTSD, and that it wasn't just anxiety, I was having genuine panic attacks from a massive amount of things I went through, not just a specific event. So yeah, realizing that I had to do the work and put in the work was the biggest motivation, and it still gives me that, because now I'm able to understand what I need to do to make my life better and to actually celebrate and enjoy. And that's like the best message I want to send. I'm not here to put light on abusers. I'm here to empower women to make that change in their life
and do what they feel that they can do and move on and move forward.
Life is too short to
not even, I don't like the term like fall victim to it, but like to make more out of life and
exactly
break that loop and that
exactly.
cycle. And I can't say from experience that I understand how hard that would be, and to see from an outsider, like you're a kid, like you're literally a child. Like, was there ever a point or like a moment scenario that you went through with at home that was like, okay, wait, this isn't normal?
Yeah.
Like, I shouldn't be dealing with this. I shouldn't be seeing this.
Yeah. Definitely, probably more than I can count on my hands. And I don't know if it's stuff that I can share here that wouldn't be censored. But, and no, honestly, it's good to laugh. I feel like that's...
It's like...
It's part of it, and I think that's why I think people know I'm such a
talk about it.
I need to joke because it's the humor they get out of it. Like, thank you to my dad, I'm fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think like I said, like at 12, and I wrote something up, I posted on my birthday, and I said like, children should learn like safety before fear, and I didn't learn that. So yeah, like at 12 I knew exactly, like you can read the post, but I knew where I could jump if I needed to leave my house. I knew how to cut down to the main street. Like these are all things that I was planning in my head to make sure that I was safe. And yeah, I think I can't say a specific scenario because I don't want to get that far into it, but yeah, definitely at a very young age. And that's why I do feel, I feel like it is my duty to try, as somebody who's survived this, to really get into the education systems and make a difference, because I know exactly how these kids are feeling.
Yeah, and you think that maybe that there was a way that could have been spotted, like your teachers or something of that sort?
Yeah, well, I do think too, just being a small town, I think that things get around.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that they were getting around because I'm a kid and I'm not understanding this. But I do think that there should have been more intervention. But at the same time, like, who's being paid to do that? That's way out of there. It's not like I'm not putting it on my teacher's fault at all. It's the education systems.
Yeah, and so that's something you're like looking to do within.
Yeah, I definitely, yeah. So right now I'm working on a film project that I really want to get into schools. So I'm trying to actually, fingers crossed, get a grant from the RCMP to do the project. Yeah. So hopefully that happens this year.
Good
and
for
then
you.
See how many schools I can get it into, and then maybe some film festivals as well.
Okay. And what are you like? What's the direction with that? Like, what's the goal?
Honestly, it's more of an empowerment project. There's no direct abuse, but basically it's a minute, 30 seconds, starts with a child, and then it actually cuts, and then it becomes me.
Okay.
So yeah, I think would be super empowering, and it's just to really facilitate conversation, and then also guide people to resources as well.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah. The awesome part about social media is being able to reach so many people. But yeah, I think that's a big part of Northern Bronco, but I want to push it even farther than that.
Yeah.
So We'll see.
Are you like the type of person who just is like always trying to figure out the next thing to do?
Dude, 100%. My brain doesn't stop. Like,
No.
I'm in the shower and I'm like, shit, I gotta write that
Like,
down.
oh,
Or like, I'm
that's a good
driving.
one.
Yeah, I'm a guilty driving and texter. Like, on my way here, I was talking with like front porch music, and I'm like, she's like, can you send me a draw up? And I'm like, of like a design, and I'm like, I can't. I'm driving. It's in my head. Like, I'll try to remember on Sunday and get you a picture.
That's so you're like, and just projects on projects. Like, are you like designing stuff?
Yeah, that pretty quick. Like, I don't think that stuff's too hard for me just now that I know how to do it. But it's more like the projects, and like with my shop and stuff, I'm always thinking of like ideas and how I can do some fun things. But yeah.
Where did the name come from? I'm curious.
Yeah. So I know there's like a lot of, well, how should I say this? Because of what I went through, and we've always grown up in the bush, the house for me hasn't been like a positive thing. It's the outside. Like, that's the only thing that's been a positive thing that's never changed and has never brought me fear. It's actually felt like it's brought me safety. And that's why, like, when I was in grade 3, I ran outside.
Yeah, like reflecting back.
Exactly.
To that.
And I was like, how can I be proud of this lifestyle, but also not, flat out call it Canada? So that's where the North came from. And then when you're in Muskoka, they call it the North. It's not the North, but the city people call it the North. So that was another thing too. And then we just like, I don't know, like, have you ever seen a moose before? Oh my god.
Maybe? Yeah, at Park Omega. Right? Is that what it is? When they go in your car?
I'm dead. Are they like fenced
Is it not?
in? Okay, maybe. I've never been there.
Ned, is it?
I mean, there are moose, but like, I think she means like a moose.
A wild moose?
No.
So, okay, anyways, so where I live, it's like full, there's so many moose. It's like a protected land.
Is it mooses or moose? Like, have plural?
Meese.
No. Mice.
I actually don't know. Anyways, I just think they're a beautiful, resilient, strong creature. And I also think it was just kind of a funny spin on like the southern cowboy, like America.
Yeah.
So I thought it'd be funny if it was a moose. Yeah, makes people look longer too, which I think is
Because they try to figure it out.
But yeah, and also Bronco is just such a trending word. Like I named my cat Bronco. Like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
It's
stop.
so funny. But also, I think like Zach Bryan's music. Not that I want to put any light on him.
No, but I used to be a die-hard Zach Bryan fan.
Yeah,
No,
like I saw him for $60 in Ottawa.
No, I did too. I went to City Folk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think like that was kind of what brought back up the word. But then you have the West and you have the actual Broncos out in Calgary. So it just works in a bunch of different ways.
That's awesome.
But
when was the first time you saw someone wearing? Because I send you videos every time.
I know. The drive-through one had me
Oh my
dead.
god. I actually am like in Starbucks. I'm like looking through and I'm like, I think it was the red ones, like the one you're wearing.
I died.
And I was like, oh my god, it is. And like everyone's looking at me like, who
Through
the fuck
the
is this crazy girl? Like, fingers up, record, zoom in on this guy with the hat. But yeah,
I
was
honestly,
wearing it.
Yeah, like I don't know the first time. I basically bootstrapped my entire business. So my mom's like single income. I was literally like would give money to my dad for a bag of milk. Like I did not have funds.
No.
She's like sipping.
She's like insane.
No, like oh really?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, like do you have 25 cents so I can go get some milk? But so I put money aside to make these 25 hats. Took that money, did 50, took that money, did 200, and then I just kept going and going and going to like thousands out of my student house. So it was all my friends at the start. There was one girl named Piper who bought one out of a res building that I didn't know. And then the next time it slowly just became a couple people that I didn't know, then 20 people that I didn't know, and then it just kept going and going. But I don't think, people always ask me that. They're like, do you get so excited when you see it? But I think it's because I'm so hard on myself that I see it and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look that good. Like, I need to do better.
I know.
So I don't know. It hasn't crazy blown me away. I mean, Ella Langley wearing it was like so cool just because I'm such a big fan of her. And I did give her that hat. So I honestly didn't think she was going to keep it. So to see that she kept it and was wearing it on her lawn in Alabama was like the coolest thing ever.
That's definitely like one of those like, oh wow.
She's a top for me. Like she is. Is
that your top?
I think. Well, right now, like I also love Lainey. Like there's so many women
Lainey
in country
Wilson?
music. Yeah,
I saw. Yeah.
She's
Who else?
incredible live.
Who else did you like has worn your merch?
Well, I met Dylan
Close.
Gossett and his team. I have his song tattooed on my arm.
Aww.
If you haven't listened to his music,
I haven't.
so powerful,
Okay.
so about life. Like really like, same with Zach Bryan, which I don't want to talk about it, but his music really shaped my perspective on life, and so did Dylan Gossett. So I reached out to them when they were going to the Key, got in contact with their team. It's really just taking risks, and they seem to have been working out for me. They were the kindest people ever.
Really
like, so
good.
sweet, and they've still been wearing my stuff, so that's been cool too. And I mean, Tucker Wetmore was like holding one in his hand.
There you go.
That was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. There's been so many like great Canadians too, like Robin Ottolini. I love her. She's always repping
She's
my
really
stuff.
good. Oh my
I'm
gosh,
trying to
wait, who did I see repost something up the other day? I love her. Oh my god, Cassidy Gray. So cute. Canada's
Oh my god!
It's
I'm
just
like, we were on country music, so I was like,
she's
who's
the
Cassidy?
cutest like,
So funny.
I
Her
was dying when I saw
Her like the
that.
spirit she brought to the Olympics was awesome. I didn't know she ordered for me because I get like there's
She
so many
ordered?
orders. Yeah, so she ordered that I guess a couple months ago. I checked, I didn't know. So then somebody showed me the video. They're like, yo, this girl's got your like shirt on, and I was like, what the heck? So like I messaged her and she's so sweet. She's like, you don't have to send me anything. I'm like, girl,
Of
that's the least I
course.
can do. Yeah. So you just represented our country. Are you kidding me? Like.
Yeah, she's
But-
my favorite.
Yeah,
She's
she's
such
awesome.
a vibe. Like
Yeah.
every time I see her videos, I'm like,
So funny.
she's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
She's like always
so
like,
unserious.
so excited, and then I just see her like they're like doing like cleans. I'm like,
Yeah,
are you good? Like she's a fucking machine.
she's a beast.
Yeah, no.
So that was
I
sick,
honestly,
too.
like that's fucked. She's
But
crazy.
yeah, take risks. Like I'm just the Ella Langley. Like that was Riley Green's tour in Kingston. I don't even know how that happened. I just messaged the Leon Center or whatever it's called now, the Slush Puppy, and I was
like
like,
the hockey rink.
yeah. And I was like, hey, I know that these people are coming to town. They can literally be gifts from you guys. It doesn't even have to be from me. Can I drop this stuff off? And it went back and forth for a bit. I found a girl that worked at the arena in like some sort of marketing or something. I messaged her and she's like, you know what? I'm going to try for you. And she's like, yeah, actually Riley's team like gave us the sizes. Everything's great. We're good to go. Just drop it off at this time. And then I saw a video later and Riley Green was like in his tour bus and he's like, I don't know, man. Like everyone just gives me hats for some reason. So like, cause I think so many brands do what I was doing. So I was like, okay, he probably didn't take it. No one probably took it. And then yeah, somebody tagged me on TikTok and I was having such a shit day too. And then I'm like tagged on Ella Langley. What's going on? So then I was like, okay, that's so insane.
That's huge.
But yeah,
That's
and I was like,
awesome.
no, I know she loves black, so I'll give her like the black and cream.
Oh,
Good.
stop!
Good
That's so good.
But
That's so good. And is there like, what do you think? Just like always, like the way you grew up is what made you like want to take risks and push you to take risks, or do you think there was like a moment that you were like, okay, like I don't even care, like I'm just gonna do it.
yeah. I mean, like at this point, I think I don't know if I feel like maybe social media was like the scariest thing. Is like,
Yeah.
okay, I have to start posting a bunch, and that was nerve-wracking. But I also just don't care. I think with what I've been through, I'm so focused on myself that like, if you don't like what I'm doing, that's okay. If you don't like the stuff that I make, that's also okay. Like it's not meant for everybody.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know, yeah. If somebody's touched by what I'm doing, I'm okay with it. But also, when you grow up playing sports, I think too, you have that competitive edge. So I like that part of
Yeah.
it. Like I like bringing something to the table that maybe people don't have. Or I'm like, how can I be different and how can I stay relevant? But that's another thing about my brand too, is like I'm not in a green screen studio taking pictures.
No,
With,
you
like
go out and
I'm
you
like
do it
I'm doing it
live.
myself, because why are you representing a brand but you're posting it in a green screen background?
Yeah.
Like you're just making up then what it's about. Like go show what it is. What
It's a
it
very
represents.
authentic way of looking
So
at it.
yeah, I want to try to keep that going because I think people do appreciate it.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you're from the country. Like when you're from the country and people are representing that lifestyle, you know when it's authentic and when it's not. So that's I don't know.
And you think like just even going outside and just like really showcasing why you wanted to do it in the first place,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's
and
important.
showing like, well, this is the nature that I
Yeah,
am trying
literally.
to get you guys to like experience
Yeah.
yourself and how I experience it and how I look at it. Like
Yeah.
I want you to feel the same and have that release when you go outside as well. So
Yeah.
it's like, who cares if you're gonna look at it from like
Yeah,
that kind of angle? Like at least I'm not faking it.
exactly.
So, what's something that you've run into when doing Northern Bronco that's like been a negative? Like, have you run into any issues starting your business?
Yeah. No, because I'm trying to think of if I should say this or not, but so definitely, yeah, like being a student and having the funds to do it was a big one in the first place.
Yeah.
But it was just like a risk, and I was like, once I get these hats out, it was kind of also a push because
Yeah.
I put that money out. So yeah, like I said, I bootstrapped my business, so that was definitely the hardest thing. I was pretty content with my logo, so I thought that it was going to do well, but also it's just taking a risk and putting yourself out there is also scary, so it's a mind block at the same time. But I do think I promote celebrating life, and my videos are always so positive. So like I obviously did run through a time this summer where I needed to put on a face for my content when I was probably in like a really, really dark place. And like it was at Boots, you can see the videos.
Yeah, I was even gonna say like the day
I
saw you,
yeah,
and I like actually saw you that day, and it's like you have no idea like what someone's going through. Like I would have, and I'm honestly pretty good at reading a room. I had no idea.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was definitely like probably the saddest I've ever been, and I was like, I need to make these videos. I've been doing this for 2 years. People know me from this, and I know that, and people are looking forward to the videos that we make. Like we know, people know we're coming, so they're messaging us, wanting us to come to their campsites and have some fun. And I had this segment plan that I was so excited about. Like the mullets for merch was so good.
It was so fucking
so good. Although I did like not charge, I didn't know the thing only lasts like 20 minutes, so we didn't get as many mullets as we wanted because you had to find a wall to plug it into, which obviously I didn't have. But yeah, I think but honestly, I'm in such a better place now, and it's just like looking back, I still laugh at those videos, which is crazy because I was not happy.
And you're like, wow, I actually.
But
like,
I did
faked
it.
Like,
yeah,
I did that.
Yeah, but I would have been so sad if I didn't go, and I also had my little cousin with me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna let this girl see me cry over a boy. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go out here and talk to all of these people and give out the hats and have a good time, and that's exactly what I did. So.
And you think that helped in a way?
I mean, those 2 days, yeah, for sure. But I also think it's a good reminder that people love what you're doing. Like, I had actually a lady come up to me, it was a mom, and I was talking to her son, and she pulled me aside after, and she said, we've actually been following you, we love what you're doing, and it's just great to hear when you are kind of down, so it's a good...
And it's, like, in the right moment, too, right?
Exactly.
Like, oh, I need, like, she doesn't know, but, like, I needed that.
Yeah,
right
I really did. But, yeah, I love Boots and Hearts, and it's a good time, so.
Is that your favorite one to go to?
I mean, I don't really go to many. I just live close to it, so it's kind of the home one. It's kind of home base.
Like, I feel
you
like...
love it?
I only went for, like, work this year, or last year. I'd like to go again this year. I think I'd go, but I also am just, like, I look at them, like, how... Like, that's such a crazy environment to maintain a cool face. Like,
yeah.
Were you drinking?
I had a drink or two. I don't get, like, blackout or anything. I'm not the type.
I can't say the same.
Yeah, I don't like losing control, so I like to be pretty content. But I also, like, I don't really need to drink to, I think, be the person that I am. So it's not something that I was that worried about. But I also have my little cousin with me, so I'm like, I can't, I gotta be careful. But yeah, no, it was cool. Like, I did get recognized a couple times, which I thought was fun. And yeah, I don't know, it's a fun place to be. And it's hot and it's summer.
And you get
I'm in a cow print bikini, so does it get any better than that?
No, not well for everyone else, not either at all.
Literally. It was so hot.
It was so
hot. That was the hottest I've ever been.
Did you stay on the campsite?
No, I live close.
Oh, right.
But yeah.
I feel like it's low-key kind of a drive.
35 minutes.
Yeah, we stayed in an Airbnb.
Oh, yeah.
I did not camp it.
Who did you like seeing the most?
Who did we see?
Dude, I can't even... Oh, it was Sam Hunt.
In Hardy.
I usually go for 3 days, only went for one.
I went to two. I went to the...
Did you see the video of the Bailey Zimmerman lookalike on my Instagram? Because that shit was crazy. The one guy I interviewed looked exactly like Bailey Zimmerman, but like a foot taller. And he was not having it. I was like, have you ever met him? And he's like, no. And I was like, has he ever seen your face? And he's like, no. And I just like kept going. Like I think I clipped it. Like he was like, I thought it was undercover Bailey Zimmerman walking through the campground.
You were like,
I was like, you look like BZ. Come here, I need to interview you. So good.
I'm gonna interview you right now.
Yeah, but hopefully we go back and do it again this year. I think it's fun. Like obviously I can't sell anything, but giving it away is a good time. Plus, no one else like really wants to give their shit away, but
no,
like if you work for it, I'm gonna give you something,
Yeah, if you shave your head.
Exactly.
Hats for you. Hats for days.
The best content. Drunk people make the best content.
All of that to be said, Northern Bronco is something that you keep like very close to your heart. It's your core, it's your identity, it's everything. So when you're marketing and when you're doing that and posting that, it's obviously very, very hard to stay authentic and consistently show up the way that you want to show up online. So when you're doing that, is there anything that you kind of look at within your content? You're like, okay, wait, I need to, like, going back to even like boots, like when you are struggling and you show up struggling.
Yeah.
Is there something besides, like, I need to do this for myself that can help you, like, pull out of that?
I think, and honestly, I've just learned this from seeing my grandparents and my mom, like, and just having such positive lights in my life. I've always been a positive person. I think something that we, like, collectively as humans forget is that, like, we have the ability to enjoy, and every single moment you have the opportunity to make it a positive one or a negative one, whether that, you know, you're going through a breakup, or you're, you know, going through mental health, or you're sick, or you're just not doing well in school or your job or something. You have the ability to just still put positive light to it and make it of a positive 2 minutes, whether it's a conversation with somebody or a moment you're celebrating. So I just really try to remind myself that in every moment that I do have, because, like, life is so short and we don't know what, you know, we don't know how our book ends, but we know that we can write a damn good story. So that's kind of what I've continued to do, and yeah, just enjoy.
That's awesome. That's actually, like, that's a really good way of, like, looking at things, because I think, like, even with
We
you,
forget how easy it is.
We forget how kind of life works, and, like, how simple things can actually be to celebrate.
Yeah.
And with all that, like, within, like, your relationships, like, do you think that you translate that into your relationships too?
Yeah, like, I think 100%. I try to bring it into everything that I can. Obviously, sometimes I think with having PTSD, sometimes I might be, like, overreactive or whatever it is, but, like, my moments in life is, like, I just want to celebrate and I just want to enjoy. So, like, let's go, like, watch the sunset, like, or let's go.
So would you say you're, like, a type A person or type B? Like, chill?
Type B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, like, vibe.
Dude, yeah.
It doesn't
like,
matter.
put my
Don't
clothes,
care, no
throw
plan.
my clothes in my suitcase this morning and just shut it. Like, sitting on my suitcase to shut it. I'm not folding that shit till I get home. It has to get in the wash anyways. Are you type?
No, I'm, like, type 7. I don't know what I am. I do, like,
I'm a
everything.
type number.
Like, I don't know what I actually can't. Like, I can't sit still, but then I also need plan and I need organizing.
Yeah,
and then
I'm all
also,
over the
like,
place.
I will go with the flow, and I literally will pop out in Dubai one day, and then the next day I'm like, I need a plan by the hour. Like,
but we're in group 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Wait, why do I know what that is?
We would be
What
in
is
group
that?
7.
Is that like
You
the
know.
apocalypse?
You never saw that TikTok?
No.
We would be in group 7 though.
What's group 7?
Don't
I
you
am
think?
definitely group 7. If it's whatever it is.
Do you think she is?
No.
Why?
Group 7? I guess I don't know you well enough.
What is group 7?
I would say you're group 7.
It was like, isn't it a TikTok where it like came on your For You page? It was like, if you're part of this group, like it's gonna show on your feed, and it like categorized you as like a certain.
But it was like iconic. Like Madeline Klein would be posting it. She's like, "Fuck, everyone's not in group 7. Like, wake up this morning feeling bad."
I'm definitely in group
Alex
7.
was in group 7. She was like, I'm so upset. Like it hasn't come up on my For You
But she
page.
would be.
She would be.
She would be group 7.
Okay, so I would be.
You
think
would.
you would
That's what I'm
be.
saying. Keep
You
that
just said
in.
I wouldn't be.
I
People
know,
think
but-
it's funny.
I don't know.
You're an asshole. Okay, well, I think, yeah.
Shop in my backseat later.
We're about to go steal, be kleptos.
Yeah, you are.
So, anyways, that is everything. Well, one, thank you for coming. Thank you for chatting. It's obviously never easy to be vulnerable and share a story that changes the trajectory of our lives.
Yeah.
So, kudos to you for that.
Thanks,
You have an unbelievable brand. I'm very, very, very excited to see where it goes.
Aw,
I think it's going to
thanks.
be huge and going to be in some crazy big stores in the future. You are definitely going to do good things, especially with this story.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited for everyone to hear and listen to this.
Oh, well, thanks for having me.
so
This was so
good.
fun.
Okay.
I love talking to inspiring women, so it's a good time.
Thank you. You are. Well, that's
Good.
everything. Okay. Bye.